Hello, hello. How are you? How's the weekend? Wait, let me check if I'm live already. Okay. How's everything? How's your weekend? It's damn hot here in Malaysia, and I was told that it's the same in Philippines, Singapore, Indonesia. All those crazy places are. But no, Philippines is having their monsoon. They're actually having all the rain right now. So if you are from Philippines, lucky you. You get all the rains from us, and we are not having anything here. It's crazy hot. Anyway, welcome back to my live session. My name is Jason. If this is the first time you see me, welcome to my universe. What I do is I help brands optimize their meta advertising campaign. So if you're running ads on Facebook and Instagram, and it's either you are having a troublesome campaign or kind of like not non-performing campaign, and you're looking to find out what's happening to your campaign, because in my opinion, whether we have a good campaign or a bad campaign, it's important that we learn from it. It's important for you to find out why is your campaign working or why is your campaign not working, because if you have a good campaign, we need to know why it's working so that we can leverage on it. If you know that the creative is the one that is getting you all the leads that you want, then probably we should actually spend more money, or we should create more creatives that is similar to this one. That's one angle. Now, yeah, so that's the reason why we need to find out why your campaign is working. Now, on the other hand, if your campaign is not working, it's also important for us to find out why, because do you want to avoid making the same mistake in the future? Otherwise, what most people do is when they have a campaign that is not working, they just throw it away, turn it off, pause it, and start all over again by doing almost the same thing, probably tweaking the interest targeting, this and that and all that, but you are not really learning from your mistake. That's the reason why I believe every Facebook advertisers, if you're running ads on Facebook, Instagram, running meta ads, it's important that you find out why for both scenarios. So if that's what you're looking for, right? That's what I do. I work with brands from all around the world to really take their campaign to the next level, or to fix, non-performing campaigns. So reach out to me, or, just go over everywhere the links available, and later on you will see some QR code coming up, scan that, then we can actually have a chat about how can we fix your campaign and take your campaign to the next level. But what we usually do here, but what I really do here on every Sunday night is I go live for half an hour, mainly to answer questions I get from mainly my YouTube followers. Sometimes we have more questions, sometimes we don't. And I will also compile some of the questions that I get asked a lot to discuss, but mainly it's all about meta advertising. So if you have any questions regarding Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising, meta advertising, first thing first, I would recommend that, excuse me, please go to my YouTube channel. I believe you are already on my YouTube channel. I've posted over 1,000 videos on my YouTube channel, mainly answering questions from advertisers like you. And I actually kind of cut them into small pieces, specifically addressing one question at a time. Try to search for an answer for whatever that you're facing. So if you have like ad account issue, try to search for like, permanent restriction, whatever it is, right? Try to search for an answer on my YouTube channel. If you can find an answer, please carry on and do whatever you need to do, and you're welcome. But if you can't find an answer, don't worry. Post your question as a comment on any of my YouTube videos, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it up on the following week, which I'm going to show you later. That's how I do it. And I will answer your question like this live. That's what I'm going to do. Please do not expect me to reply to your comment, because in my opinion, I'm not being cocky here, but it's just that in my opinion, it's actually more effective to communicate verbally like this. I prefer verbal communication instead of just typing, because we may get some misunderstanding and there might be some stuff like that. So yeah, you can either come back on the following Sunday to listen to me live, or you can always watch back the replay, which my team members is going to notify you once I answer a question. So all you need to just go back to watch the replay. Now, if you have any questions, if you're watching this live right now, you can actually post your question as a comment as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the questions that I have. We don't have a lot today, but it's okay. So yeah, then I will circle back to your questions. So please stay until the end of this session, and that's what we're going to do, right? Now, I'm just going to bring up the screen real quick, because that's what we do. Now, yeah, that's me again, right? Yeah. So ask Jason anything about Facebook ads. Sunday night happened at 10 p.m. Malaysia time. So wherever you are, just tune a little bit of your time and you should be able to watch me live. But usually most people don't watch me live. So they just watch the replay. But anyway, that works for me. Now, just in case, if you have anything that you need urgent attention from me, or you have something that is private and confidential that you don't want to, discuss this in the public like this, you can actually scan this QR code. It will take you to my Fiverr gig. All you need to do is buy me a dinner, and we will be able to spend 30 minutes over Zoom to either you can share a screen, you can share with me your creative or whatever. We can discuss anything within the 30 minutes or so, whatever package that you're taking up. And yeah, that's just me and you. So that's the easiest way for us to work together and to get started working together. And yeah, you get a 30-minute time of me by scanning this QR code. Buy me a dinner. That's what we do, right? And just in case you are new to Facebook advertising and meta advertising and you want to actually learn from some well-structured learning program about Facebook advertising, I would recommend my Facebook Ads Masterclass. Now, this is a 2.5-hour recorded training. So once you scan this QR code and pay for it, you will get the link right away. So this is a 2.5-hour training about 5 things. Mainly we discuss about 5 main things in there. First, I would talk about a Facebook ad strategy that I use and how do we structure the, and step-by-step walkthrough on how to set up the campaign in great detail. So that's where we talk about like features, tools, and all that in Facebook Ads Manager. And you would actually get to learn whatever things that you should or should not use. That's really the key now. So that's the first thing. Then as we move along, we would talk about the Facebook Ads objectives. This, in my opinion, is quite important because if you choose the wrong objective, essentially you will be getting the wrong audience and you're not going to get the result that you want. So that's quite essential. So yeah, we'll spend some time going through the objective, which one you should select, which one you should avoid, and then followed by the audience targeting techniques. Now I've quite, I think about 5 or 6 of them. These are the audience targeting techniques that I've been using, with my clients, with my students, with my coaches and all that all around the world. So it's a proven framework that I've been using since 2010. So that's what I'm going to share with you, all these techniques to help you really pinpoint and find your ideal audience that are more likely to buy from you and stuff. So yeah, after that, we talk about ads creative and copywriting. That's the 4th part of the training. Now, when it comes to ads creative and copywriting, well, I'm not an expert in copy and creative, but then again, because I work with clients from all around the world, we experiment different creatives. I'll be able to give you an overview about what's working and what's not working. Like essentially, I'm not an artist, but I learned from all the campaigns that I work on, right? It's over thousands of the campaigns that I've worked on. So these are all the essential learning that I want to share with you about what worked and what might not work. So that's something that you can actually learn. And last but not least, the 5th part is all about analytics. And that's what I have been really passionately preaching about in the past few years, because in my opinion, every Facebook advertisers can just start running ads easily, like on phone sometimes. But it's not about getting started. It's about knowing what's working and what's not working and really learn how to analyze and interpret the data to help you really understand whether your campaign is working or not working and what else you can do to take it to the next level. So on the 5th part of the training, I cover a bit about like what are the things that you should look into, the metrics and stuff. So that's what we do. Right. So yeah, that's the training. So yeah, if you want to learn, scan this QR code and you can actually get started right away. Oh yeah, and you always get a latest version because I will always do a re-recording from time to time, every time there is some major updates and stuff. So use the link, keep the link that you get after you sign up. You always get the latest version of the training. Okay, so that's important. Now, just in case you say that, hey, Jason, I've done learning. I've gone through so many training programs and yeah, I'm tired. Can you just really help me do this thing? Now, I'm not running an agency anymore. Well, I've actually been doing it since 2010 until 2020. And 2020 was really a very interesting time that I really pivoted. And now I'm only doing coaching and, like really working with clients at the back end. But nonetheless, I am happy to help you design and set up your campaign for you, with you in a well-structured program. So this is a 4-week program where first week, we're going to talk about strategy. So you bring your case, tell me your goals, tell me whatever materials that you have, like creative, the landing pages and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go through everything with you and we're going to come up with a strategy, like what kind of creative we should be using, what kind of angle we should be looking into, how do we design, how do we write the copy. And even if you have a landing page, I will dive into your landing page and give you my personal opinion about things that might or might not work, certain tweaks that you can consider. That's what we do on the first session. It's called a design call. And then after that, on the second call, once you have all the materials ready, I will be setting up the campaign for you. In front of you, bring your team, everybody who needs to know how this thing is it's gonna be done. And we're gonna do that together over Zoom. Everything is gonna be recorded. You can actually use it as your training material in the future. That's where we set up the campaign, the top of funnel, the retargeting, like the audience selection and blah, blah, blah. Everything is in there. Consider this is your tailored training, but you're not just being trained, you get a campaign up and running. So that's what we do. Now on the third and fourth week, we're going to meet once a week again, to analyze and optimize the campaign, because like what I say just now, it's very easy to set up the campaign. Everybody can do that. But then again, how do we know it's working, right? So these are all the questions that we'll be asking. What's working? What's not working? What can we do to take it to the next level? So that's what we do on the following 2 calls in the program. So if that's what you want, scan this QR code, and I look forward to work with you, right? Now, I'm going to go into the first question that I get, and it's quite interesting. So this is actually coming from Game Walkthrough. And what happened to them here is the campaign gets learning limited, and your ROAS dropped from 7x to 2x. Now, that's a very interesting scenario. First thing first, I really want to address the learning limited. All right. Learning limited really means you have not gotten up to 50 conversion in the last 7 days, which is very usual, especially you have a new website, new campaign, and everything is new to you. So yeah, so that's the key to get over learning limited. So here's the thing, right? Now, there are a few things you can do. First thing first, I want to say learning limited is not going to kill your campaign. It just means the campaign is going through its learning, and there might be some slight fluctuation in terms of the performance, ups and downs and stuff. But as long as other metrics are doing good, as your CTR, your landing page conversion, and everything is doing decent, keep going, because that's how you get through the learning. It's not by pausing it or killing the campaign. You have to pull through this learning in order to exit learning. That's the key, right? Now, the second question we have here is about the ROAS dropping from 7x to 2x. Now, here's the thing. Especially you have a new campaign. Sometimes early stage ROAS can be by luck. You get what I mean? Yeah, I mean, sometimes some campaign we actually start with like, wow, the first day I got like bloody 10 leads coming in, or I got 10 sales coming in. It's so good. And then on the following few days, everything just dropped, But here's the thing. You do not want to kill a campaign that is doing good. You only kill a campaign that is not doing good. But then again, it was doing good, just a few days not doing good. What we need to do is we need to monitor important metrics. Now, let me give you a few metrics to look into. First, check your CPM. Sometimes when your ROAS drop, it could be because your cost per result increased. And why your cost per result can increase, it could be because of your CPM is increasing, because that is the period where a lot of advertisers are coming in. That's the reason why probably the CPM was hiking like very much. So that's one angle to look into. Check your CPM to see if you have some, like super hike in terms of your CPM for a couple of days. And that it's really the temporary, whatever the external factors that is affecting the campaign performance. So that's the first thing. Now, on the other hand, if the CPM is no issue, check your CTR, all right, to see whether you have some drastic drop in your CTR, because that's really an indicator that your audience was not really interested at that few days of time. So within this, let's say if this is just these two, like shakes up, I would actually recommend to continue running, because as long as the ROAS is still decent, it was 7, now at 2, like you're still not, I hope you're not losing money yet. So keep it going for another 3 days at least. But if you can endure, go for a 7 days period to really kind of like, as long as all the metrics are consistent, keep it going. Yeah, I mean, on the other hand, if you say that, CPM is normal and the CTR is normal, now then what we need to do is we need to look further into your conversion from landing page to add to cart and etc. to see where is really the point that we have the really like losing most of the audiences. And that's where we start fixing the campaign one thing at a time. So yeah, that's what I really want to highlight to you when you have some, drastic hike in terms of your CPM or some crazy drop in terms of your ROAS. That's where we will start looking into. But then again, every campaign is unique. It's really important for us to just gather all the information that we need to really analyze and understand what's happening. So if you're running ads and you're facing this problem where your ROAS just drops significantly, now I would recommend that you scan this QR code This will take you to my Fiverr gig. Buy me a dinner, then I will do 3 things with you. First, I'm going to build a dashboard for you, and I'm going to tell you what are the metrics that you need to monitor and what come first and what come next. I'll build that in sequence for you. It's called the ad dashboard for you, and I'll save it in your ads manager. And now once we have the dashboard, that's the first thing. I will analyze for you, and I will teach you how to do that. So basically, it's really a done with you, for you kind of campaign. So yeah, so that's what we do. And as I analyze, I'll do the third thing for you, which is to build you an action plan. So I would tell you that, look, this is the first thing you should try. Let's change the creative now. This is the second thing you should try. If it's not happening, then on the following week, let's try another thing. So I'm going to build an action plan that you can execute in the following 3 to 4 weeks, maybe, hopefully, and hopefully to improve your campaign performance. So that's the 3 things that we would do within half an hour. Is good enough. If you have like less than 5 campaigns, just do it. But if you have a lot more campaign, that you probably can consider to book an hour instead. So scan this QR code, buy me a dinner, and I look forward to work with you on that. So, right? So yeah, that's the first question I get. Now, the second question I get is coming from Instant Dior. So you're saying that you have a lot of money locked away and you need have little babies. They lock you out and want your ID and any match birthday or the name you need help badly. Frankly speaking, this is really something that I want to use to kind of like share with everybody else out there. First thing first, if you are running ads on Facebook, if that is really something that is important to your business, do not create a fake ad account. The fake profile. It's not really just about the ad account, because everything is rooted to the profile itself. Whether you create an ad account, your business manager and everything, it all roots down to the profile that you create. You got to protect the profile as the very basic thing. So do not create a profile using a fake name or something that you cannot provide ID for. Say somebody actually will always try to create a profile using the company name, trying to represent. No, please don't do that. You use yourself to create a Facebook page and the ad account and the business manager for your business, because it actually matters to tell Meta that you are the right person behind the business and everything, pages, ad accounts and everything, so that if there is anything, you can talk to Meta as you. So when they ask for ID and everything, you can provide everything that matters. Otherwise, once you get locked out like this person, to be very frank, I cannot help you at all. It's not really something that is within my capacity. So what I can actually offer you here is, first, keep trying to talk to Meta and whatever in any way you can. But most likely when you are being locked out, you can't even go in. So it's either you just call it, it's okay, I lost it, then just walk away and start something fresh and do it right this time. Well, some people actually try to take legal action. That's not really something I'm familiar with. It's up to you. But in my opinion, I can't help you first thing first. And if you are watching this, if you are listening to this, make sure you are actually getting everything right, especially if you run business, right? So you don't want to lose anything, especially, if you run ads, right? Yeah, but thanks for the question. I'm sorry that I can't help, and I wish you all the best. Now, the next one is coming from Twist Nick. Oh, this is interesting. So you're saying that you want to volunteer in my agency. So you say that every media buyer job post out there is requesting for experience. You're open for volunteering to get this. Now, first thing first, congratulations and welcome to the universe, to our universe, as in like the digital advertising, meta advertising. But I'm sorry that I do not run an agency, to be frank. So yeah, I only run. I'm only doing coaching and kind of like guiding my strategy, my clients and all that on this. But if you really want to do something, I would actually recommend that there must be some companies that are willing to take new clients. I'm sorry, newcomers, new media buyers and all that. They are, and like I work with a guy in the Philippines. So this guy has been actively hiring and they are willing to train. So just go for the entry level and start from there. Now, alternatively, what you can actually consider doing is you can actually offer yourself as a volunteer or a free service to some of the local businesses around you that you may know. Just tell them that, look, can I run ads for you for free? Yeah, you actually spend this, but then again, you need to prove to them that, look, you have learned. So how do you learn? It's either you really go through proper training, or what some of my students do. Students, yes. So some clients actually. So they are new in agency. So they just use me to actually kind of like leverage on my videos and everything on my YouTube channel to tell the client that, look, hey, I'm working with this guy and I'm learning with him, from him, and I'll do this for you for free so that I can actually really get the, like the real experience in practicing and holding. So that's another angle you can try. But then again, I don't take volunteers. I don't take team members in my team right now. So yeah, anyway, all the best in getting your first client and everything. So yeah, that's what we have. Now, I'm supposed to go through one more question, but I think I'm just gonna keep this for the next round because time is catching up. Discussing this question can take some time, but yeah, I think we probably just do it next round because yeah, this will be a little bit longer. So yeah, just in case you guys are watching this and you need like some quick help in terms of like either it's analyze a campaign or really you have some pressing questions you want to learn about whatever situation that you are facing right now, scan this QR code, buy me a dinner, and I would actually I would have a 30-minute Zoom call with you to go through whatever questions and problems and challenges you have right there with about Meta Ads. All right. So with that, thank you so much for watching. We end early today because there's something to do. And have an awesome week ahead. And I'll see you next week. Thanks. Good night. Bye.